How is it that you create an effective client communication workflow? Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group. We're a business growth and development agency. And if you need any support with corporate communication, whether with your clients or internally within your team, please do reach out to us. And today we're here back to discuss in day number 14 of 106 days of corporate communications training, how to create an effective client communication workflow. But before we get into it, feel free to click the link in the description below to get access to 7 additional strategies not shared in this training. So look, when you're thinking about a client communication workflow, there's some practical rules really that I think you should abide by. Number 1, calls when there's contention are always the best way to go. So have a call when you kick off, okay? Have a call when you kick off, have a call whenever there's problems. These are the 2, I think, must-haves. Call when there's a kickoff, call when there's problems, and call when you spot opportunities, okay? So when there's kickoff, when there's problems or opportunities, call, okay? Reports, you always email first. You can use, and we tend to use, WhatsApp for screenshots. So you can WhatsApp some screenshots for an interim report or a quick report, but reports are always on email, okay? And then you can follow up, of course, with a call. And then day to day, we tend to use WhatsApp. You can use WhatsApp, you can use Slack, you can use email. They're all perfectly acceptable, okay? So that would be a client communication workflow. What you really need to think about is you just need to think about how can you quickly and effectively communicate with clients. It's also worth asking them what they prefer. Email, call, video call, email, phone call, video call, WhatsApp as an example, or whatever medium. And then it's also worth looking and analyzing how it is they use stuff and then working out the flows between all of these. So some of our clients just use Skype and we need to message them on Skype. Typically speaking, it's better to get them onto a centralized way of communication, whatever platform it is that you prefer. And if you're part of a team or you're, the client relationship manager, just figure out what it is they like to see. But some rules you should never change, I would say. Calls for kickoff, problems, and opportunities. And then email for all reports, as well as, big updates, say. And for quick questions, WhatsApp, Slack, or email. And you could interchange WhatsApp with any direct messaging tool. It could be phone call as well if it's that type of client. But WhatsApp works quite well. And then Slack or any other project management type tool, and then email. And then in terms of storage, that would be, we use Google Drive. You can use Dropbox. You can use a custom dashboard. You can obviously house it all in one custom workplace or workspace if you've got it, and that can work when you want to develop an extremely productized process. It is difficult to get your clients all directly into a platform. You're going to find that some of them won't, although to be honest with you, it all really depends what you use, and a lot of it is about what is it that works for yourself. Other things to think about are you should call whenever a client doesn't respond, because if a client's not responding, then that's a problem. So call when there's a problem, and problems include a workflow for if the client doesn't respond after X days, you call them. If a client doesn't respond to phone calls, you email them. So having a multi-channel workflow is also important. So make use, when you're not getting an answer on one channel, make use of another channel. Give it an acceptable time for a response. If it's something that's important for their general development, then use all channels at the same time to get ultimately feedback fast. But generally speaking, I would say use multi-channel when there's a problem or there's a lack of response. Use multi-channel when it is urgent as well. It might not be a problem, but it's urgent. And then otherwise, call for kickoff, problems and opportunities, email for reports, emails for big updates, email for anything, let's say, technical, and then for quick day-to-day, WhatsApp, Slack, and email. Other things to really think about or to keep in mind is the quick responses are super important. You should aim for less than 1 hour. of a response time, and that can be what I call a holding email. So an email or a message, and again, a message, email, or phone call, to hold them off until later, because later you might get the answers that you need, but right now you need to get them a response. So initially, holding emails are big. Sending holding emails are big, and then templatizing standard responses is going to be another big thing as well. So looking to templatize responses. So there you go, guys. That is hopefully just a super practical guide to creating a client communication workflow. Look, the trick is that it's less complicated than you think. If you can abide by these rules, and please do in the comments below, write your takeaways or write down all of the things that you got in terms of the rules, and that's going to stand you in good stead. And please do, before we wrap up, comment, like, and yeah, if you subscribe, if you're enjoying these videos, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.